Hi guys, Sylvia here from TandiArt, and today I will be making a project with my new paints I got from the Polish company TandiArt. They're based in Poland, in Poznań, and from the shop stanogi.pl. I will put the links then on the bottom for you at the end of the video. So they have whole range of paints and sprays, new sprays now coming to the shop. So they have acrylic paints, they have also called vintage paints, which they're like chalk paints, very matte, really nice. They have a pearl paints with beautiful shimmer. So the consistency of the paints is really thick and nice. I was already playing with them and I know they're really lovely. And their new sprays is around 50 colors of the sprays coming into the shop, and yeah, they are fabulous, very vibrant. Of course, there's my favorite color. It's called mint, kind of turquoise. Some of them they are just like a chameleon, only with the shimmer. Some of them are with glitter inside, and some of them are matte. Lovely to play with. So I'll be doing a project based on that today with the board. It's the MDF board I got in Stanogi as well. I also will be using, I curved my own stamps. I'll be using those. I'll be using some ephemera pieces, painted papers I did myself, and I will be playing with stencils today because I have a bunch of them, cute stencils. So I hope you will enjoy this video and you get inspired. So you can see here I'm starting with the vintage paint, which is like a chalk paint, matte, creamy, really nice texture. Then I'm mixing it with a little bit different shade of turquoise acrylic paint, and they blend together very well, just to give a little bit different color of blue or mint. That's my favorite, as you know, guys. Then that's another chalk paint. I try to stick to blues and kind of salmony color, a little bit of pink and greens. I already have idea in my head, but we'll see, it always turns out differently. So I am blending them together, and I never forget about the edges, guys. It's important that we apply the paint evenly everywhere. Now my favorite green, like olive, it's like olive goldish green, beautiful, and it's just a little bit of contrast here, and just vary the strokes of the brush, different directions, and put the different pressure as well on the brush, so it will give different texture. And I always apply a little bit of the same color on the top, just to have a balance, just tiny bit, have a balance in the whole project. Now I'm adding pieces of paper. I have vintage music sheet. You can add it in the beginning, or you can add at any release stage the paper. Now you can see I am using that is very fast. I am using the collage papers I made myself. I usually clean the brush on the side. This is a deli paper. It's really cool paper for collage because it's very thin and almost transparent. So when you apply paint to it, it almost blends into your painting when you glue it in to the project. So just to smooth it out a little bit so that there is not many bubbles. However, it's not too bad anyway, it's more texture. Then the tissue paper with some text on it, and I'm using the paint which is in the background already to kind of blend that paper within the project, so it will kind of be whole one piece. when you look at it. Then I'm going back and forth with the same color palette. This is that's the vintage paint again, just to soften it a little bit. And yeah, and I am keep on adding a little bit here and there, some dots. I always use my fingers. You can see I'll be covered with paint. Now I added a tiny bit of, you can't really see it, of pearl paint. It's got that lovely shimmer. So I'm playing with adding marks. Here I'm using sprays and I do some splashes. You'll see that even when they dry, they're very vibrant. They don't soak in really into the project. Not much difference when they're dry. They're still very vibrant. And then I'm applying some stamps. I carved them myself. Love them. It's always good to make your own stamps, your own papers for the background, because it's really your project then, and you don't have to spend all this money on the expensive scrapbooking papers and other fancy stuff, which I always do as well, but but it's nice to make it your own if you have time, of course. So you can see it's coming out a little bit more, the texture is richer now. Then I will be using a texture paste, which is as well by TandiArt, and this time I have only white one. They have range of different colors ones as well. No, I have green on the stand, but I wanted to have blue, so I add sprays to the paste. As you can see, it's turning into blue, and then I decided to add a little bit turquoise to have kind of two color paste, and applying through the stencils. Just to be careful, because always when you add a little bit of sprays to the paste, it's going a little bit more a little bit watery, so it's not that thick, because of course it reacts with watery mist sprays. So gently, my spatula is really dirty with old paint, so it's not really smooth, but I don't want a smooth effect. I want the clouds to be cloudy, so with the texture. So I end up applying with my fingers, and remember, for me it doesn't have to be perfect. My motto is imperfectly perfect, and I hope you're not bored with my voice. And I'm applying another stencils now, stencil space with the stencils. This time I stick to white. Messy hands. You see loads of messy hands in my videos. I decided to record this because someone made a comment on my last video that preferred to listen to me than talking and explaining than the music in the background. So I said I'll try. And yeah, so I have flowers, I have clouds, and I leave it to dry. So it has to be dry, very dry. Then I will come in with gelatos by Faber-Castell, just to add a little bit of color. They blend really nicely with the paste and with the sprays and paints. They work well together. And I'm going again with the spray to spray over the stenciled piece. This one is with the with the shine. It's you can't really see, but with the light in different angle you could see it's kind of shimmering. Now when you spray it, it reveals the stencils better, the shapes. I love the raised texture. Now I'm coming with brown, with the shimmer brown again. Just a little bit of cloth to have on hand is really handy. And again I'm putting on top because I want the balance of the color, and I really like how it drips over the clouds. Now a little bit of green. It's metallic green, so it's very light green, and you can dab it off the excess of paint. Then dry it, and again a little bit of turquoise, a mint, it's called mint bush. I love that color. Then I came in with Stabilo pencil just to add a little bit of definition to the clouds with brown and brown gelatos. When you smudge over all around the clouds, they will pop a little bit more. And now with the similar kind of green, you see you can smudge it really, really nicely with the paints. They work so well together. It's more bright. It's brighter and brighter, the painting. So adding white to the clouds, it's always good to add some white for balance. That wasn't white, sorry, that was one of the paints which is like a salmony, but as a light color. Now I'm painting the stenciled flowers with the actually sprays, so I'll take out the end of the sprays and I'm using it as paint almost, just it will be a little bit transparent but really nice, it will blend in so well with the picture, and some splashes to add again the color for balance to the other part of the painting. You can see that beautiful shimmer, absolutely gorgeous, lovely. And the texture, it's rich, and some of the papers showing through from the background. And the clouds, the texture base is really nice, smooth, not too thick, not too coarse. Now I decided to add some words, and I like using the cardboard for more texture and a little bit to give that three-dimension effect to the project. So initially I went with the wings. I just printed off the internet from Butterfly. I love using them, but for some reason they didn't really work with the cardboard. They were too thin and they start tearing. So I tried to work with them. I left them to dry to see, and then I apply glue to the words. Now, when you have sticky hands, it's not really helping. I'm using Mod Podge glue, but and gel medium probably would even work better with cardboard. Decoupage glue also will work, kind of craft glue. There is no other elements, just cardboard and paper. So now, then I decided, nope, I don't like these wings. I don't like these wings at all, at all. Just didn't work for me, and that's always like that. Like very often it happens that we change our mind. Now I use the spray to color the chipboards. There are chipboards from Scrapping, and they work much better. So I'm adding the same brown shimmery paint and a little bit of gelato. So I always add to other elements the same colors I use in background, a few splashes again with turquoise, just to blend them together with the background and with the whole painting. Yeah, and it's done. Love it. It's a really cute size of the board. You can put it somewhere in your kitchen, you can give it to someone special. It's cute, it's simple, and I'm hoping that will be one of the workshops in Poland in springtime 2016. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will get inspired, and see you soon. Bye bye.